What is up, guys? Woo! What is up? If you guys are joining me on live, woo! If you guys are watching this on replay, heck yeah. Today we're going to talk about our 150-year goals, guys. Get ready for this. It's going to be dope. What is up, guys? What is up, guys? If you guys are joining me live, Scott, what is up? Woo! All right, guys, we have some amazing things we're going to talk about on live today. And here's the thing is, some of you guys are joining us. Like some of you guys know, I stream across multiple platforms. I want to let you guys know this. If you guys are interacting live or if you guys are commenting, I can see your guys' comments, right? I could literally see your guys' comments, right? So if you guys are seeing, like, I could see Scott Lucas is messaging us, right? I could see people are dropping fire. What is up, Lisa in the house? And if you guys are watching this replay, even better, comment on here and I'll follow up with you guys. I'll talk to you guys. But today, guys, we are going to be talking about something that I hope you guys are pumped up, something that I know not a lot of people think about. And we are going to be talking about 150-year goals, right? I recently heard is if you could plan out, the further you could plan out in your life, the cheaper things get, right? And what I've realized, and then it says the Japanese, right? The Japanese plan for 150 years in advance, right? 150 years in advance, right? Like, and so that just blew me away. I was like, what? Like, okay, so I need to start planning 150 years in advance, right? I need to start thinking about where are we going to go in 150 years, right? Today, we might be chilling in our robes, right? We might be chilling at home on Facebook. We might be, whatever we might be doing in life. This is not what we're talking about. We're not talking about what's going to, here's the thing. When I say 150 years, I want you to not even think about what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to be leaving that's longer than what you're going to be, like the time that you're going to be alive, right? And so that is going to be completely 1000% different, right? And so if you guys know, we are with Hemp Marketing University. I'm going to be talking about today what our Hemp Marketing University university's goal is for the next 150 years, right? So I've really been thinking about that. Like, what am I going to do as legalization? Oh, what up, Dad? I clicked the little show button. Hello, handsome. How are you doing? That is my dad, Thomas Wells. Woo! Right. So here's the thing, right? We're talking about legacies. I didn't even mean to click it, but here's the thing is, right? This is my father right there. You can see his beautiful wife there, Margaret. And look, he even looks like me, right? I look like him. Right. So when we're talking about legacies, we are talking about generations that are going to last longer than you. Right. I am recording this in 5 different areas, one of them being YouTube. And I want to let you guys know, I believe YouTube is going to be way longer than 150 years. Right. So, I want to think about what am I doing today? What am I going to do today that is going to influence 150 years from now? Right. When people are watching this in whatever crazy VR thing that I'm not even around to be a part of, how are they experiencing this video? How are they experiencing everything that I'm leaving right now, right? So we are talking about something. I'm not trying to get it where it's like, hey, what am I going to do today to make money? What am I going to do to help support my family? What am I going to do? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what are you going to do to leave a legacy in your business, in your family? What are you going to do? Like, how is the things that you do today going to pay for your retirement when you're 70? You know what I mean? How are you going to start planning for the things to do today? And just like, how can you, so here's one of the cool things. If you guys, this is an older book, right? This book is written a while. If you guys haven't read this book, this is the book that I am going to be implementing. This is actually the very first one of these books, is by the same author, is what got me started in this whole internet marketing, like building things online, right? Everything. This is one of the books that completely changed my life. And this is just another one. I actually picked up another one recently. This is a guy named Robert G. Allen. If you guys have never seen this book, right, it's called Multiple Streams of Income. right? How to Generate a Lifetime of Unlimited Wealth by Robert G. Allen, right? And so here's the really cool thing is this book has so many income stream ideas on how to actually implement into your life, right? And these are not just like one-time income streams, right? These are things that are going to last for the rest of your life, even longer, right? And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I've been planning. Right. And so you guys see my cute little logo right there. Woo, little logo. And then hopefully you guys saw that intro video, right? Like those are things that Hemp Marketing University, I realize I want to last longer than right? I want to be able to pass down to my kids. I want to be able to pass down to their kids. I want to be able to say something like, wow, like our grandpapa Jeff, he really built an empire. Right? And now we have fields and fields of weed. Right? And so I really want to create something with this, right? And so when I say, what is Hemp Marketing University's 150-year goals and dreams? This is where we're going to start, right? This is where we're going to start. Like, and I understand that here's the thing is, if we don't figure out where we're going, right? If we don't set our sights on something so much incredibly like in the future, we're never going to know where to go. And here's the thing, if you guys are listening to this, if you guys are in this business, or if you guys are here's the thing, I just want to let you know, if you're listening to this, you are a leader in your business. Nobody else is going to do the leadership push-ups, right? And when I talk about leadership, I'm talking about the things like anyone could be hired in a business. Anyone could build a website. Anyone could do those tasks, but not everyone can can captain, right? Not everyone could say, hey, look, like I want to set my voyage to go there, right? I want to decide where I want to go in this world, right? Not everybody could say that, right? And so here's what I'm trying to say. If you're listening to this, you have to, right? You have to be the leader that requires to say, hey, look, guys, I'm gonna take a risk, and I'm going to say, everyone, we're going to go to that spot, right? We're going to do everything we can to achieve this one goal, right? And so that's what if you're listening to this, you have to be that leader in your business, right? So for me, in my business, guess what? There's a lot of people that are going to be watching this, right? We have 7 people streaming live on Facebook, right? And 7 people streaming live on Facebook, right? You might say, oh, that's just 7 people. Here's the thing. We're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live on YouTube. We're streaming live on 4 different pages we're streaming in a Facebook group. And guess what? Soon this will be listened to across the entire world in a podcast, right? In a podcast, right? So here's the thing. We're not trying to like, hey, let's just do this a little bit, right? No, we are trying to get this plan out to the entire world with no restrictions. With 0 restrictions, right? We are trying to be Hemp Marketing University. Guess what? Hemp Marketing University, the only school, the only university in the entire world that's going to teach you how to sell this plant. Right? We are going to dominate this industry. Do you guys understand that we are going to get our mission is to get this in every single person's hand in the entire world, right? The entire world, right? And if we could achieve that, guess what? Like, goal achieved, right? 150-year goal done. Woo! Right? So that is our 150 overall goal. Every single person in the world interacts with this plan. Every single person in some way or form. Guess what? If you need to buy hemp for your tires, guess what? Because good year one day will make hemp tires. I promise. Right? Like they're gonna realize hemp is so much better for rubber and so much better for the environment than like plastics. Right? And guess what? They're gonna start needing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds of hemp flour. And guess what? I'm gonna have to know where to get it. So we have the directory. We have the things. All right, so here's some of the things that I planned out. Guess what? So some of the things, yes, I have a vision. That is a vision of where I want to go. But now I need to implement the assets, right? The assets. If you guys don't know what an asset is not something that costs you money, even though it can cost you money every month. But an asset is something that consistently brings you income every single month, right? Here's one of this really crazy things. I'm going to show you guys this, right? I was just teaching my kids this the other day. My kids were saying they're really bad at math. right? Holla if you're bad at math. Here's the thing. I'm going to show you guys how you can instantly be good at math, because it doesn't matter if because sometimes it's simple addition, right? It's not something that's super hard, right? So think about this book, right? I'm going to say Robert G. Allen, maybe he took 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to write this book, right? And now here's the thing. On the back of this book, you guys can see it says $16, right? Can you guys see that? $16. Oh, there's the camera. $16 USA, right? Almost $17. But here's the thing. Now we could look on the front of the copy, and it says 3,500 copies sold. 3,500 copies sold. So wait, this guy took 3 years, let's just say 3 years, 3 years of your life, right? 3 years to write a book that sells for $17 a pop. Let's just say he gets $5 profit, right? Like that's $5, right? 350,000 copies have been sold. Right? Like some of you guys think you're bad at math, but do that math equation. How many dollars has he generated from those 3 years of working? Right? So here's the difference. I'm not trying to get you guys to go 3 years and you work another job and you're like, man, I got 3 years of my paycheck. Woo! Nah. I'm trying to say, hey guys, spend 3 years and create some assets that will pay you for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Create some assets like a book or some of the other things. I'm going to model. Here's the thing. I just bought this book. I'm going to model, right? Model is the way of like, hey, like these guys make a lot of money. These guys do a lot of things that I want to do in my life. I'm going to model what they're doing, and I'm going to do it myself, right? Like this is my little book. This is their book. This is my book. This is their book. All right, so here's the cool thing, right? So here, at the end of 150 years, here are the assets that Hemp Marketing University will already have in place. And I'm not saying this is the only list. I'm just saying this is where I want to go. These are the assets that I want to be in control over. These are the things that I want to be able to help people with, right? And so these are the things that I'm going to make sure that are here in my generation that I set up, but also that last longer than my generation. You feel me? You know, that go to my kids, that go to my grandkids. I want my grandkids to wake up and be like, wow, my great-great-grandpa Jeff hooked me up. Woo! You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to work for. So if you guys are watching this, I know you're the same type of person that wants to leave a legacy. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this. You know what I mean? Other you just want to watch some crazy guy like with some squinty eyes. Like, hey, that might be it. All right, so here we go. All right, so what does Hemp Marketing University, what will we have in controlling assets? One, we will have physical buildings. I work a lot on digital. Everything I do is created on the internet, which is crazy because maybe that's the future, but guess what? We still have to live sometimes in a physical world as much as crazy as it sounds. And so I want to own physical buildings, farms, properties, like the actual real estate that things are actually listed on, right? And so that is what I want to own. I want to have a physical Hemp Marketing University, like university. I'm talking a humongous building that we could all come in, we could all hang out, we could literally train the world's largest cannabis sales force that you have ever seen in your entire life. That's what we're going to be doing right here. Like this is what we're going to be creating, right? And so we already have the digital aspect, right? We already train people online. Now I just want to train them in the physical world, right? Like boom, fire up the phone calls, like let's rock, right? And so I want to have physical buildings. Here's one of the things I'm going to be implementing very soon. I want to have a hemp line, a full CBD line, but also a full THCJ line. I want to have my own flower line with Hemp Marketing University all over that thing. It's going to be dope. And so that is going to be coming. I want to have that. Another one of the things is I'm going to have a farm We are going to have some labs. We are going to have some dispensaries all across the United States, all across the world that we're going to be participating in. And so we're definitely going to have this. Here's the thing is these opportunities are literally coming to Hemp Marketing University every single day. Every single day, somebody reaches out and says, hey, man, I have a dispensary. I need help growing it. I have a dispensary. I need help stocking it. Hey, I'm trying to launch an online store. I need products. You know what I mean? Like every single day, people are coming to us by the hundreds. It's just absolutely amazing. And so it's what, like I see it. It's already happening. It's already happening now. So to see this happening in 150 years, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. All right. So another thing, it's going to be 100% fully legal, right? Excuse me. It's going to be 100% fully legal, right? Some of you guys are scared of the word cannabis. You guys are silly. Right? Like, here's one of the things. I still believe the entire plant, CBD, THC, the CBG, all these weird acronyms that we don't even understand yet. We are just starting in this industry. Some of you guys are saying like, oh no, the world is falling. Like, you are crazy. Do you guys understand that we are not even fully legal in this today? If some of you guys are watching this, you guys might be so far in the future. You guys might be listening to this 150 years in the future. And you're like, what is this guy talking about that cannabis isn't legal? Like, what? Are you crazy? Like, it's been legal for so long. Yeah, man, are you serious? Yeah. And so guess what? Like, it is going to be legal through the entire world. And I promise you, it's going to be a bigger industry than you have ever seen out of any industry there ever is. And so guess what? I'm going to be the guy. Hemp Marketing University is going to be the main person behind the entire thing, I promise. All right, here we go. We are going to be on a podcast. Guess what? Some of you guys are probably already listening to this in your car. Some of you guys are looking at me in the eye on Facebook. Oh, what up? And YouTube. I'm working on staring right at the camera. I'm really working on that because sometimes I get distracted and look at myself as I'm recording, and then it looks like I'm looking at something else. You know what I mean? Like, why isn't this guy ever looking at me? But I'm staring at you. What's up? All right, so okay, here we go. And so some of you guys are watching me on YouTube. I want to make sure that we have a massive video presence. Guess what? I want yes, this says YouTube, but I want it to be, yes, I believe YouTube is going to be around for the next 150 years, but I also believe that YouTube is going to evolve into multiple different ways of consuming the content, even in virtual reality. Like, that's going to be so cool. And so you might be watching this on a VR headset, which is the coolest thing in the world. All right. Another one of the things, I want to have magazines, right? I want to have the digital version that we have online. I have a lot of digital stuff. I want to have actual physical magazines that people touch. I like that idea. Because I like reading, and so I believe that's going to be an awesome part, and here's the thing. I want to, in Hemp Marketing University's name, I want to publish books, right? I want to publish a massive amount of books. And so here's one of the cool things. I am always looking for, if you guys have specialties, I am looking to cross-venture, multi-venture, and partner with people to help write books, right? I'm totally down. I believe that Hemp Marketing University is not just Jeff. That is so incredibly silly. I believe Hemp Marketing University is people remember, this is going to last for 150 years at the bare minimum. And I'm just letting you guys know that. So there's going to be so many more people involved. And so don't think that oh man, I wish I could be a part of that. No, you are part of that. It just takes you actually reaching out and saying, hey, I'm willing to show up. I'm willing to show up. 90% of, here's one of the craziest things. I want to say 90. I'm going to say 100%. 100% of success is just showing up, right? And maybe just showing up. Yeah, you have to do it. I don't know. Just show up, guys. Just show up. It's step one. Show up. All right. Number last one. All right. One of the other things I want to do is an annual convention. Here's the thing, guys. Some of you guys. Here's the thing. I'm a young dad. A young dad, right? That's one of the best ways to explain it, right? And here's the thing is I also still like to party, right? And here's the thing, it's not the type of party that like, I'm out there on the strip. I live in Las Vegas, guys, right? I'm not on the strip and partying up, woo! Like that's not my type of party. Guys, I like having meetups where we are actually taking these businesses and we are growing them so incredibly like huge. We are finding the right connections where it's like, hey, one single handshake can get you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds of hemp flower, right? Without a single question, right? So I want to actually have physical meetup conventions on an annual basis where every single year we all come into Las Vegas, we all have a huge convention party, woo! And, you know, we entirely just grow our businesses, right? And so that is what I want. That is what I want to focus on. And here's the thing, these are just, right? Like I just started this book, right? Like I really like, when I say started, like I read a lot, right? I love reading it, right? And so I want to implement this. And so guess what? This 150-year goal, yes. Are we going to achieve a lot of these things way before the 150 years? You bet your bet. Heck yes, we are going to achieve it way before that. But here's one of the things, at least we planned where we're going to go, right? We must know where we're going to go, because as soon as we know we're going to go, guess what? All these things are going to start falling into place. Some of you guys are like, oh man, I already have an idea. This is how we can do it. Woo! Right? And some of you guys are going to message me right after this and say, hey man, let's do this. Hey man, let's do this. Hey, I got you. I can do this. I'll write this chapter in the book. Hey, I got this. Here's a cover for the book. Boom, whatever it is. I know that there's so many people on this that are going to come together that want to be a part of Hemp Marketing University, that see the vision, that see that it's 150 years this guy has planned out, that it's going to be so much bigger than just him. You know what I mean? And so guess what? The way it gets bigger is by you joining, right? The way it gets bigger is by you coming along and you following along. And guess what? When this thing gets bigger, when you guys see right now, we started the directory, 30 days ago, right? The directory is 151 companies in 30 days. And some of you guys are watching this in the future, right? You guys might understand that there's so many more companies listed. There is so many more. This is awesome. And so, guys, I am pumped. Make sure you guys get plugged in, because here's one of the things. It's not just me. It's you guys, right? Like this Hemp Marketing University, the way it lasts is by everyone joining, everyone participating, everyone creating assets, right? Creating things that are going to help build your life and build your income for the rest of your life, right? Do something today that's going to matter for the rest of your life, right? And that's what we're trying to teach you. That's what we're trying to train you. Make sure you get plugged in. Make sure you get into the directory. It doesn't matter what it is in for. So here's the thing. I'll drop the link. If you guys didn't know what the directory link is, hmudirectory.com. And you guys can go to that, all one word. And here's the thing. That's going to get you plugged into the directory. That's going to get you guys signed up as a business. And you guys are going to have everything you guys need there. Until then, keep planning. I love you guys. Hemp Marketing University. Let's go.